So hello guys, welcome back. So in this lecture I am going to discuss about the by class. So now we have understood what is the locators, why we need the locators, and how many locators are present in the Selenium WebDriver, and what is the DOM and what is the web element present on a web page. On my screen you can see this is the by class. So in the Selenium there is the one class we call as the by class. Okay. In the by class, all the locators are present. Okay, on my screen, you can see if I write this command driver dot find elements and in the bracket if I write by dot, then you will see all the locators. So here you can see the ID, link text, name, partially linked text, tag, XPath, class name. All the 8 locators are present in the by class. So now why this by class is important for us? A by class always initialize a new instance of the by class using the given functions to find the elements. Now how the Selenium will come to know this is the web elements. We have the locators, but we need to tell to the Selenium WebDriver this is the web elements. Okay, and for that we have the one class by which the Selenium WebDriver will understand the whole statement. Okay, so we have the by class. Okay, so the by class will initialize the instance. Selenium WebDriver provides the findElements. Okay, this is the findElements method to locate the web elements using the appropriate web locators. In Selenium WebDrivers, we have the two methods. One is the findElements and second is the findElements. Okay, findElement is used to locate the single web element and findElements method is used to locate the multiple web elements. You have already understand what is the web elements. So this method present in the Selenium and this method also present in the Selenium, and Selenium will use these methods to locate the appropriate web locators. Okay, so here you can see the one simple examples. Driver.findElements. So when I say by dot, I will see all the locators present in the by class. Now Selenium by class methods to locate the elements. Okay. Now what are the by class methods by which we can locate the web element on the web page? So first is the by.id method. In the by class we have the id method, and this is the method which is used to locate an element by its id. So when you are writing the web locators by using the id, then we will use this method by.id method, and by this method the Selenium WebDriver will understand this is the web element which is having this id. And here is the syntax. The syntax is by.id and this is the element id. Okay, and second is the by.class name. This method is used to locate an element by its class name. So when you are writing the locators using the class name, it is having the by.className methods. The syntax is by.className and we need to provide the name of the class. Or you can see this is the attribute value. So whatever in the double quotes you are writing, it's only the attribute value. Okay. So you already understood what is the attribute and what is the attribute value. So you need to provide here the attribute value. Same for the tag name. So if you are writing the locator with the tag name, you need to provide the tag name. Okay, by dot tag name. Tag name don't have any value. You need to provide directly the tag name like the anchor a, input, select. So whatever after the less than, you need to provide this tag name by dot name. This is the method to locate an element by its name attribute. Okay, and this is the syntax. And here for the link text, partially linked text, CSS selectors and the XPath. So when you are writing the XPath, so you need to provide by.xpath. This is the keyword. Okay, in the by class this is the name of the method, and in the we know as a programmer the method always start with a small case. name of the method, so XPath, you can see CSS selector, partially linked text, and this is the linked text. So you need to understand this syntax. So for the best practice, what you can do, you can write all the syntax in your notebook: by.id, by.class name, by.tag name, by.name, and all the syntax you can write. And when you are doing the automation testings, you can do the practice by providing the linked text value. So you need to provide only the value. Okay. And what is the method in the Seleniums? We know we have the findElements and the findElements method. So you need to design such type of the statement: driver.findElement, in the bracket in the method you have the by.class name, and you can provide the string value. So always take the string value. Okay. Now understand the Selenium WebDriver methods to locate the elements. Yes, we understood what are the methods present in the by class. So here is the one more interview questions: when how many methods are present in the by class to locate the elements. So you need to provide these all the methods. Now how many methods present in the Selenium WebDriver to locate the elements? Okay. There are the two methods which is present for the Selenium WebDriver to locate the particular web elements. One is the findElement method. Second is the findElements method. So findElement method is used to locate a single web element by its ID, class name, tag name, linked text, partially linked text, CSS selector, XPath. You can give any expressions in this method. Here you can provide any expressions for this method. This method will work for all 8 the locators. So it is saying it will accept all the methods in the by class, and this findElements method will also accept all the methods in the by class. But basically it is used to locate the multiple web elements. Okay, that must be specified the locators. It return the list of the web elements. Okay, you know the list in the Java collections framework, so you can easily understand the list of the web elements. If you don't know, I will explain each and everything. Okay, now let's understand what is the locator strategies with the WebDriver in the Selenium. Okay, from here we are going to write the statement in the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, now what is the locator strategies with the WebDriver in the Selenium? So here you are writing the driver.findElement. Okay, here you are writing the driver.findElement. In the bracket you have the by.id. So now driver is the WebDriver reference variable. First you provide the WebDriver reference variable dot findElement. So this is the WebDriver method, and in the bracket by. So by is the class name. Okay, and this by we provide the dot, and it will give the list of the locators. So you can choose the ID, XPath, any web locators you can choose, and in the bracket you can provide the value of this web element ID. And this ID is the locator name, and this is the value of the attribute in the double quotes. Okay, now you already understood what is the attribute and attribute value, so you can easily provide the value of the attribute. So this statement we use in the Selenium to locate the particular web element. Okay, now these are the methods in the Seleniums. Okay, or you can see the locator strategies to locate a web element with the Selenium WebDriver. Driver.findElements, by.id, you can provide the element ID. So this is the complete statement. Selenium syntax to locate the elements on the web page. So we can use all these 8 locators, and this is the complete statement by which we can identify the web element. By this statement we are only identifying the web elements. We are not going to perform any actions on this web element. For that we have the different methods in the Selenium WebDriver. So here I am just going to talk about the locators. So driver.findElements, by.id, driver.findElements, by.class name, by.tag name. You need to write this statement. So this is the complete statement to identify a web element in the DOM of the given web page. We have our demo Selenium project. Just as per our statements, so first we need to provide the reference variable of the Webdriver. So my screen, you can see this is the reference variable of the Webdriver. This you know. So every Selenium script always have the driver reference variable, and after that we are going to maximize the browser and the window. Now here I need to provide the driver, then I need to provide the dot, then what is the elements which we can use to locate the web elements. So here you can see one is the findElements. Okay, and okay, so you can see this is the findElement method and this is the findElements method, and both taking the as a argument of the by class. So we are going to select the findElements. Okay, so I'm going to select the findElements. In this, what it is accepting, this is the by class argument. So I will type by dot. So when I put the by dot, you can see all the locators are there. So your ID locators, your link text, name, partially linked text, tag name, XPath, class name. So these are the 8 locators. You can also use by class name, by CSS selectors, by ID, by link text. Directly also you can use this one. So if I select the name, so I'm just click on the name. Okay, now here we need to provide the value of the name. Okay, on which element you are going to locate. So here our website is www.google.com, and here I need to locate one web element with the name. So here if I go and search, so if I inspect this one, so I can see the name is the Q. You can see this is the name is the Q. Okay, and that I have already explained in the locator. So this is the name which we have the Q. So now I need to provide the value is Q. So I will go to the my Eclipse, and here I need to provide the value. So I will provide the Q, and this is the one web element. So this statement will locate the web element. Now if you want to perform the actions, so after providing the dot, and you can perform the send keys. Send keys will use to enter the text. Okay, and in that we need to provide the text in this string format. So I will say the Selenium. Okay, and then you can end with the semicolon. Okay, so this part coming under the locators, this will locate the web element on this web page of the www.google.com. On this web page, this will locate this web element. Now what you want to do with these ones, that actions you can do with the Selenium methods. So send keys, I use the methods and I provide the Selenium text. Okay, so like that you can write the locators.